Hello everyone and welcome inside the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Matt Florjancic on the call of today's game as the Baldwin Wallace women's basketball team is set to host the Otterbein Cardinals in Ohio Athletic Conference women's basketball action. The Yellow Jackets come in with an overall record of 16-4. They are a perfect 7-0 on the home deck here at Ursprung Gymnasium. They are 12-1 in OAC play, 6-0 in OAC home games. And when you take a look at what they've done throughout the month of January, all they did was win as they won 8 of their 9 games. Their lone setback was an 8-point loss at Capitol on January 27th. They since made up for that as they went out on a Wednesday evening and handed it to the crosstown rival, the John Carroll University Blue Streaks, by a 71-35 count. Leading the way in that one, Emily Irwin with 11 points, and Kira Philpott had a team best 8 rebounds. Looking across the ledger for Otterbein, they come in with an 8-12 overall record. They are 6-7 in Ohio Athletic Conference play. They're just 3-5 away from the Reich Center down in Westerville. Katie McCrae is their leader with 11.2 points per game. She also averages 2.4 rebounds and has dished out 50 assists to go along with 50 steals. That is nearly double the next highest total on the team of 28, held by Claire Radabaugh. Just outside of double figures is Maisie King. She averages 9.5 points and a team best 6.6 rebounds per game while shooting better than 41% from the field, 34.6% from three-point range as well. And she's also registered 16 blocks and 17 steals. The Yellow Jackets counter with Bella Valent, who averages 10.3 points and 8.5 rebounds per game, both tops on the team. Valent, a 47% field goal shooter, and she hits at a better than 64% clip at the free throw line. And just outside of double-figure scoring, actually second in scoring and rebounding, Kaylee Ressler, the junior, averaging 9.2 points and 6.8 rebounds per game. She's also added a team-high 30 steals and 8 blocks to go along with 33 assists, which is the second-best total on the team. Not bad for a post player who is also capable of leading the break. This is the end of a brief 2-game homestand for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, and they're looking to finish with a victory. They have won 5 straight home games, all in the Ohio Athletic Conference. Right now we're going to pause for the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll run down the starters for you for tonight's game between the Cardinals of Otterbein and Yellow Jackets of Baldwin Wallace. Welcome back in to the Ursprung Gymnasium. We're just about set for Ohio Athletic Conference women's basketball action. Starting it off for the Otterbein Cardinals in the backcourt, a 5'2" freshman guard from Cincinnati Kings High School, number 2, Abby Rawlings. At forward, a 6' junior from Oviedo, Florida, number 4, Maisie King. At guard, a 5'6" senior from Springboro, number 12, Olivia Majors. At guard, a 5'7" freshman from Cincinnati Summit Country Day, number 20, Kyla Irby. And at forward, a 5'10" sophomore from Loveland, Ohio, number 25, Ella Nagel. Diana Knowles is in her 4th season as the head coach of the Otterbein Cardinals. She is assisted by Laura Litchfield, as well as Connor Harris, Delaney Cutteridge, and Chris Snyder. Now starting off for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. At guard, a 5'11" sophomore from New Philadelphia, number 11, Alyssa Miller. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Cincinnati Archbishop McNicholas High School, number 21, Casey Badalak. At guard, a 5'4" junior from Pickerington and Pataskala Watkins Memorial High School, number 22, Emily Irwin. At forward, a 6' junior from Perrysburg, number 24, Bella Valent. And at forward, a 5'11" junior from Napoleon, Ohio, number 25, Kaylee Ressler. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Sherry Hare, who is in her 34th season with the program. She is assisted by associate head coach Cody Hartzler, Steve Oliver, Kayla Paul, Reagan Schill, and Steve Thompson, as well as student assistants Hayden Fisher, Devin Lakoski, and Brenna Varga. Otterbein will be in red uniforms with gold lettering and numerals. Otterbein across the front of the jersey and gold trim down the sides with the Cardinal logo on either side of the shorts. The Yellow Jackets will be in yellow with the BW Athletics logo on the front of the jersey. In brown, they have white numerals in brown trim and white and brown trim down the sides with the Yellow Jacket logo on either side of the legs of the shorts. The Yellow Jackets will go right to left here in the first half. Otterbein will go left to right, and it'll be King jumping for Otterbein against Alyssa Miller of the Yellow Jackets. The ball is up, and we're underway from Ursprung. It's controlled by the Cardinals. It'll be Rawlings on the right wing with the basketball. Checked by Emily Irwin. She'll dribble out top between the circles. Send a pass back to the right wing to Majors. Majors gets a screen and sends it back to King out front. King sends it left wing. It's down low to Nagel. Nagel with a turnaround jumper. Left-handed short. Rebound tipped out to Alyssa Miller. She'll push it the other way. Waiting for numbers. Gives it to Kaylee Ressler on the left wing. Ressler dribbles back to the middle of the floor. Then gives it to Casey Badalak. Badalak back to Miller on the left side. Miller dribbles back right to Badalak in the corner. Raises up a 3. Left it short. Valent there for the board. No reset on the shot clock. Valent turns to her right. Goes up off glass. And it's too strong. Rebound to Nagel. She'll outlet it to Rawlings. Rawlings into the front court. Sends a pass right side to Irby. Irby on a dribble drive. Gets it. Swatted out of bounds by Alyssa Miller. It'll stay with the Cardinals. 20 on the shot clock. 9:02. left in the first quarter, so 58 seconds in. Rawlings inbounds it. It gets entered inside to King. Drop step for a turnaround jumper. Lefted strong off the back rim. Rebound to Valent. She outlets it to Irwin. Irwin dribbles to the left of the lane. Kicks it out to Valent. Valent sends a pass out top to Ressler. Thought about a three. Now she'll drive to the left of the lane. Kick it out to Irwin. Irwin dribbles from the left wing out top. Gets a screen from Miller. 10 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Ressler. Raises up a three from the left wing. And it rattles in for Baldwin Wallace. Good look by Emily Irwin. And a finish by Ressler for the three. Rawlings going the other way now for the Cardinals. She'll dribble off right wing. Sends a pass out top. It goes to Majors. Majors gets to the left side of the floor. Over to Irby. And Irby answers with a triple of her own, or even a three. Otterbein throws a press at the Yellow Jackets. They get it across the timeline without much of a fuss. Give it to Alyssa Miller. Now out top it goes to Emily Irwin. Emily Irwin drives into the lane, loses a handle on it. Kicks it out to Wrestler. Wrestler on the dribble drive, goes up off. Almost said up off glass, but it's just a finger roll instead, and it's up and good for the Yellow Jackets. Irby on the left wing. Looking for the post entry pass. It's not there. She'll cook it out to Majors, who reverses it. It gets sent over to Nagel on the right wing. Out front it goes to Irby. Back left side to Majors. Majors back to Nagel, right side. Now to the wing. It gets lobbed inside to King. King working against Valent. Off the mark. Rebound to Wrestler. Wrestler into the front court. Drives to the right of the lane. Kicks it to Badalak. Raises up a three. Off back iron. Rebound to King of the Cardinals. All the way to the hoop. Irby left it too strong on the layup attempt. Badalak cleans off the glass. Outlets it to Wrestler. Wrestler into the front court. Gives it to the high post to Valent. Valent on the drive. Goes up and misses the layup, and then she catches her own rebound, loses her balance, and gets hit for a travel. Carolyn Wokeley, Leah Riley, and Kira Philpott check in. Badalak, Miller, and Valent check out. Philpott is a 6-foot senior forward from Stowe Monroe Falls High School. Leah Riley, a 5'7" sophomore guard from Cincinnati Sycamore High School. And Carolyn Wokeley, a 5'8" senior guard from Mentor. King from the right wing throws up a three, no good. Wrestler there for the board. She'll dribble it, get it across the timeline. Driving in the lane, kick it out to Irwin. She'll fire up a three from the top of the key, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. BW in front, 8-3 with 6:26 left to go here in the first quarter. King sends a pass out top to Irby. Now left side it goes to Majors. Back right side to Rawlings. Rawlings to the wing now to Majors. Inside it goes to Nagel. Wrestler got a piece of it. Nagel kept possession, misses the shot. Wrestler gets the board, outlets it to Wokeley. Wokeley back to Wrestler. On the right side of the floor, looking back door to Irwin, and Irwin got clipped on her way up, and the ball went out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. Checking in for Otterbein, number 10, Katie McCrae, a 5'3" senior guard from Englewood, Ohio, and North Mountain High School, as well as number 11, Claire Radabaugh, a 5'3" senior guard from Eden, Ohio. And it will be McCrary who sends the ball to Irby. Irby's off the mark with her layup attempt. It tipped out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets had one substitution as well. 5'7" freshman guard from Marysville, Ohio, number 14, Ava Wilkerson, is into the game to spell Emily Irwin. McCrary triggers the inbound pass to Irby. It tries to get inside, and it'll be stolen away from Nicole Terry by Kaylee Wrestler. Over to Wilkerson on the left wing, and out of Wokeley. She'll fire up a three, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. Unselfish play right there by the Yellow Jackets. Gets an open look at a three, and Carolyn Wokeley, never one to shy away from an opportunity from long range, gives the Yellow Jackets an 11-3 advantage with 5:34 to go in the quarter, and that forces Otterbein to burn its first timeout of the game. While we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, University Hospitals, Trusinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leader since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection, LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Otterbein broke a long scoreless stretch and got a turnaround jumper to go. The Yellow Jackets looking to answer now. Wilkerson drives to the free throw line, gives it to Riley. Riley looking backdoor, and Philpott lost the handle on it. It's picked up and taken away by the Cardinals. That's Majors sending a pass over to Terry on the right side of the floor. Back to Rawlings. Now to Radaball, lob inside to Terry, and she gets the layup to go. Wokeley the other way, sends a pass to Leah Riley on the right wing. She'll enter it inside to Philpott. Philpott hands to Riley. Riley misses the left-handed layup, catches her own rebound, but she had a heel on the baseline. That's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Riley left that ball out of her hands a hair too quickly, 1/2 second longer, and she would have been able to get that ball up over the rim and off the window. Rawlings dribbles it the other way, off to the right side. Out top to Majors. Majors from just inside the free throw line, misses the jumper. It's batted around and controlled by Philpott. She'll hand off to Wokeley. Wokeley into the front court. Wokeley around the screen from Philpott. Sends it over to Miller on the left wing. Miller into Philpott now. Backdoor pass to Riley, and Riley gets the layup to go. Great look by Kira Philpott, and a great backdoor cut by Leah Riley for the finish. McCrary sends a pass right side. It gets reversed to Radaball on the left side. She'll fire up a 14-footer left and short. Rebound to Wokeley. Wokeley into the front court. Hands off to Wilkerson. Wilkerson back to Wokeley. Wokeley out to Wilkerson on the left wing. Wilkerson puts it on the deck with the right hand. Sends it to Leah Riley. 10 on the shot clock. Riley gets near the lane. Backdoor to Philpott, and Philpott gets the layup to go. A little returning of the favor right there. First it was Philpott setting up Riley for a layup, and then Riley, next trip down the floor, gets Philpott on a backdoor cut. Radaball with the basketball. Passed up a shot, gave it to McCrary. McCrary on the dribble drive. Kicks it to the baseline to Rawlings. She left it too strong off the rim. It tipped around, controlled by the Cardinals. Miss on the layup, and Philpott's there for the board, and she gets fouled. That's the first foul of the game, and we're 7 minutes in. The foul is against number 24, Nicole Terry. It's her first. That's the first on the Cardinals. Maisie King back for Otterbein. Well, Emily Irwin and Kaylee Ressler and Bella Valent have returned for the Yellow Jackets. Seeing her first action today for BW is number 3, Alec Johnson, the 5'8" junior guard from Gibsonia, Pennsylvania, and Mars Area High School. Johnson with the ball in the right wing. She'll drive it in the lane, scoop shot up, and she will get 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Checking in for Ava Wilkerson is number 30, Maddie Ebert, the 5'9" freshman guard from Lake Orion, Michigan. Alec Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. First attempt is up, and it is good. Alec Johnson, a perfect 12 of 12 now from the free throw line this year. Make it 13 to 13. She completes both ends of the 2-shot foul. King in the post, goes up off glass after catching a long bounce pass and gets it to go. Ebert dribbles it across the timeline, gives it to Irwin, into the high post, it goes to Valent. Valent squares up the hoop, puts it on the deck with the left hand, spins to the right, goes up off glass and good. Bella Valent gets the shot to fall to give the Yellow Jackets a 10-point lead, 19-9 with 2:11 to go. Majors sends it out and gets reversed all the way to King in the left corner. King working against Valent. Not finding a driving lane. She'll kick it out to McCrary. Now to Rawlings on the right wing. Out front to King. Pump fake on the 3. Valent didn't bite. Now Rawlings in the corner. 8 on the shot clock. It's Radaball on the drive against Johnson. Raising up and rattling home the jumper. Wrestler inbounds it to Irwin. She splits 2 defenders. Drives all the way to the hoop. Dishes it at the last second to Valent. And Valent gets the layup to go. Quickly the other way, Ebert hustles into the passing lane and deflects a pass out of bounds. And fortunately, she was able to catch herself and keep up on her feet as she ran into the stanchion that sits courtside to cordon off the student section here at BW. Radaball will inbound. She does so to Rawlings. Rawlings out front to McCrary. McCrary on the dribble drive. Working against Everett. Kicks it out to King from 17, and it rattles in for the Cardinals. Wrestler inbounds it to Irwin. She'll cross up one defender. A little shake and bake to get across the timeline as she draws the foul against Olivia Majors. Majors impeded the path, and now Majors has something to say to the officials, specifically the one that made that call. Everett will inbound. That was the first foul on Majors, the third on the Cardinals. Inbound pass goes from Everett to Irwin. Irwin sends a pass right wing to Wrestler. She fires up a three, and she knocks it down for Baldwin Wallace. Kaylee Wrestler has buried 2 triples tonight, and she's giving the Yellow Jackets an 11-point lead. Majors on the drive, kicks it out to Rawlings, out top. Rawlings kicks it into the corner to King. Pump fake on the 3. She'll spin against Valent. Lost a handle on it. Valent, I should say. Got whistled on a bailout call for King. Valent kept her hands up the entire time. It must have got her on the body. Irwin will check out. Wokley will replace her. Everett will be relieved by Riley. And now Maisie King will go to the line to shoot 2. The Florida native, 13 of 30 at the free throw line this year, 43.3%. She makes the first of 2. The first foul on Valent, first on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. King's second attempt on the way, it's good as well. Wrestler will inbound it to Riley now. Riley gets fouled immediately as she drives up the floor. Katie McCrary picks up the foul. That's her first. That's the 4th on the Cardinals. Wrestler inbounds it to Riley. Riley into the front court, gets a screen from Valent. Valent backdoor pass from Riley, I should say, to Wokley. Now to Johnson in the corner, and Alec Johnson hit for the travel. Everett and Wilkerson are back for the Yellow Jackets. They'll relieve Wokley and Alec Johnson. And Kylie Irby is back for Otterbein. So is Ella Nagel. Rawlings dribbles off left wing, gives it out front to Nagel. Nagel back to Rawlings, over to McCrary on the left wing. McCrary on a dribble drive, pulls up from 14 and knocks it down. The Yellow Jackets can use it all. The shot clock is off, 10 left in the first quarter. Riley into the front court. Riley lobs it into Valent. Valent with 2 on the shot clock, races up, has a shot blocked out of bounds, and will stay with the Yellow Jackets. They'll have to hurry as there's 0.6 of a second left. Ava Wilkerson will inbound. The Yellow Jackets have to hurry. Valent gets a lob pass inside. It rolls off her fingertips and down to the court. That will expire the first half clock. The Yellow Jackets take a 24-17 lead into the second quarter here from Ursprung Gymnasium. While we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. University Hospitals, Jasinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leader since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're enjoying tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the quarter break, It's Rawlings, Irby, McCrary, King, and Nagel. So 4/5 of their starting five. McCrary, the lone non-starter on the floor. The Yellow Jackets will answer with Wilkerson, Philpott, Riley, and Badalek, who return to the floor, as well as 5'9" freshman guard from Grove City, number 10, Kayla Jones. Jones inbounds the ball to Wilkerson. Wilkerson backdoors a pass to Riley, who gives it up to Philpott. And then before Philpott could send it out to Jones, she drew a foul. Shot clock is reset to 20. Ellen Nagel picks up the foul. That's her first. That's the first on Otterbein this quarter. Philpott caught the inbound pass, gave it to Jones, and then to Wilkerson. Now into the post, it goes to Philpott. Philpott squares up the hoop, dribbles to her right, gets it blocked by King, and it's out of bounds off for the Cardinals. BW has 9 seconds left to lift a shot. It's Wilkerson to inbound. She does so to Jones. Jones puts it on the floor. Posts up. Nagel, turnaround jumper, blocked. King there for the board. She'll outlet it to Rawlings. Rawlings into the front court. Sends a pass to McCrary on the right wing. Out to King. Back to McCrary. Now to Rawlings. Sent over to Irby now, who dribble drives all the way to the hoop and gets the layup to go. The Yellow Jacket lead is down to 5, 24-19. With 9:09 and counting left in this first half. Wilkerson with the basketball off to the left side, now between the circles. She'll send a pass to Philpott on the right wing. Philpott out front to Badalek, thought about the three. Now she'll put it on the deck, dribble left in the lane, get it poked away, but keep possession. Riley with it on the baseline. 8 on the shot clock, 6 on the shot clock now. Badalek with the ball. Need a little sense of urgency as she drives to the hoop and loses it out of bounds. Emily Irwin replaces Ava Wilkerson, and Badalek will check out in favor of Carolyn Wokeley. Rawlings dribbles it into the front court, gets a screen from Maisie King, then sends it out to Nagel. Nagel out top, losing a handle on it, but keeps possession out to McCrary for 3. Off back iron, rebound to Kira Philpott, and Philpott draws a foul. Might be against Maisie King, and it will be. That's King's first. That's the second on the Cardinals in the quarter. Jones to inbound to Irwin. Irwin gets it poked away, but keeps possession. Now works the ball into the front court. She'll pull up for a 3. Off back iron. Rebound to Kira Philpott. Kicks it out to Irwin. Irwin on the dribble drive now. Gets tripped up and hits the deck hard. And all 4 of the other Yellow Jackets scramble to check on her to see if she's okay after helping her up. Alyssa Miller comes in. She'll relieve Leah Riley. Emily Irwin will inbound the basketball underneath her own hoop. Gets it to Philpott. Philpott drives along the baseline and draws the foul against King. Philpott will go to the line to shoot 2. She's 17 of 24 at the free throw line this year, 70.8%. And Otterbein did a good job to avoid foul trouble in that first quarter. They've already committed 4 fouls in this second quarter, and we're less than 2 minutes in. King and Nagel check out. Anna Oskiewicz checks in for her first action today. Irby is back on the floor, as is Nicole Terry. Philpott hit the front end of the 2-shot foul, and she knocks down the second as well. 26-19, Yellow Jackets in front. Rawlings runs it into the front court, sends a pass left wing to McCrary, out front to Irby, and while setting a screen, Abby Rawlings got absolutely smoked by Alyssa Miller. I guess if you're going to pick up a foul, you want to earn it, And Alyssa Miller definitely fit that bill as she ran through the screen. She'll stay on after picking up the Yellow Jackets' first foul of the second quarter. McCrary to inbound. Jones was relieved for Everett. Rawlings with the basketball. She gives it back to McCrary. McCrary out front to Waskowitz. Now it gets sent to Rawlings. It gets reversed inside to Terry. Terry with a turnaround shot. It's altered by Philpott, who cleans up the loose ball. She'll outlet it to Irwin, right side. Irwin back left wing to Wokley. Now Everett on the dribble drive. Goes up off glass. No good. Rebound to Katie McCrary. She dribbles it into the front court, into the corner to Waskowitz. Waskowitz on the drive. Goes up off glass. Count it. 26-21. Yellow Jacket lead down to 5. Emily Irwin catches the inbound pass from Miller. Dribbles it into the front court. Gives it back to Miller. Miller drives to the right of the lane. Back to Irwin out front. Irwin sends it left wing to Wokley. Back to Irwin on the right side of the floor. Irwin gets a screen from Philpott. Fires up a three. Left it short to the right. And it's rebounded by Otterbein. On the run out, it's Rawlings finding Waskowitz with the pass, and Waskowitz finishes at the hoop for the layup. Irwin going the other way, draws a foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2, and Emily Irwin is 73.5% free throw shooter on the season. It's a second foul on McCrary. She'll check out. That's the 5th on the Cardinals. Claire Radeball returns for the Cardinals. Bella Valent and Kaylee Ressler return for the Yellow Jackets. Wokley and Philpott will take seats. Irwin's first attempt on the way, and it's good. Second attempt on the way, and it rattles in as well. Yellow Jackets up by 5, 28-23 with 6:33 to go in the first half. Irby with the basketball right wing. Gets it back from Waskowitz and sends it in to Terry. Terry throws up a layup. It's off the mark. Rebound. She gets her own back. Misses the second attempt as well. Everett with the board. Outlets it near side to Miller. Miller into the front court. Drives into the lane. Kicks it to Ressler. Out front to Irwin. She'll fire up a three. Left it short. Rebound to Irby. But Ressler's there to wrestle it away. Give it to Everett on the right wing. Everett dribbles to the free throw line. Back to Ressler. She'll fire up a three. Off the mark. She hustles in and tips her own rebound out to Everett. Now to Irwin. She'll fire up a three. The Yellow Jackets 0 for 3 from long distance on this possession. But credit Everett hustling after another long rebound and drawing a foul against the Cardinals. Maddie Everett should be going to the line to shoot 2. Radeball picks up the second foul. That's a 6th on the Cardinals. They're over the limit. Wilkerson comes back for Irwin. Alec Johnson comes in for Alyssa Miller. Maddie Everett's first attempt is up, and it is good. Maddie Everett now 4 of 7 from the free throw line on the season. She'll give it a spin, put it on the deck twice. Eye, aim, fire, and off the mark. Rebound to Rawlings. Rawlings dribbles it into the front court. Sends a pass right wing to Waskowitz. Now it goes to Irby. Irby on the dribble drive. Goes up off glass. Too strong. Bella Valent there for the board. Valent into the front court. Gives it to Wilkerson. She'll send a pass. Left wing to Everett. Everett gets a screen from Valent. Everett on the dribble drive, gets into the lane, goes to the right of the lane now, looking for an outlet, gives it to Valent in the high post. Valent sends a pass into Ressler. Ressler spins to her right, gives it to Valent. Valent underneath the hoop, rattles in the layup. 31-23 for the Yellow Jackets with 5:07 left to go in the second quarter. Waskowitz with the basketball. She'll send it left wing to Claire Radeball. Radeball picks her dribble up at the free throw line, gives it to Terry. Terry spins, goes up with the right hand, up off glass. Count it. She'll get one more coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting by Bella Valent. That's Valent's second. That's a second foul on the Yellow Jackets this quarter. Wokley comes in for Everett. Terry, 20 of 33 from the free throw line, 60.6% this season. Looking to complete the three-point play, and she won't, as she rattles it out. It's Wilkerson there hustling after the board. Wilkerson into the front court to Wokley on the left wing. Wokley on a dribble drive, over to Johnson. Johnson fires up a three from the right wing, off the mark. Valent there for the board. Valent to Johnson, who was cutting to the hoop, and she was off the mark again, and Terry pulls down the board for the Cardinals. She'll outlet it to Radabaugh. Radabaugh back to Terry. Terry on a dribble drive. The Yellow Jackets with a miscommunication on defense, and that gives Terry an open driving lane. Yellow Jacket lead down to 4 now. 31-27, BW in front, 4:17 and counting left in the second quarter. Wokley with the basketball on the left wing, drives all the way to the hoop, and gets the left-handed layup to go. Rawlings with the basketball into the front court, between the circles. She'll send a pass to Irby on the right wing. Irby fires up a 16-footer, off the mark, rebound, tipped to Bella Valent from Ava Wilkerson. Now it outlets to Wokley. Wokley on a dribble drive, kicks it out to Valent. Valent out front to Wilkerson. Wilkerson dribbles around a screen, drives to the red lane, dishes it to Kaylee Ressler, and Ressler puts it down with the left hand to put the Yellow Jackets back in front by 8. 35-27 with 3:37 left to go in the second quarter, and Otterbein will burn a full timeout. That's their second timeout of the first half. While we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. University Hospitals, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and Oatly Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're enjoying tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the timeout, it's Wilkerson, Riley, Philpott, Miller, and Wokley on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. It's Irby, King, Radabaugh, Rawlings, and Majors on the floor for the Cardinals. Irby catches the ball on the right wing. It gets reversed left wing back to Majors. Now out front to Irby. Irby looking backdoor. It wasn't there. She'll send a pass right wing to Rawlings. Rawlings working against Wilkerson. Looking backdoor with a pass, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Majors. Emily Irwin checks in. Ava Wilkerson checks out for the Yellow Jackets. It's Miller inbounding to Irwin. Irwin into the front court, sends a pass right wing to Riley. Riley on a dribble drive, kicks it out to Philpott. Philpott over to Wokley. Wokley drives to the right of the lane, fires up a turnaround 14-footer. It rattles out, rebound to Maisie King. King to Majors on the right wing. Majors out front to Irby, thought about a three. She'll try to drive now. She throws up a wild runner, trying to initiate contact with the Yellow Jacket. No call, plays allowed to resume. It's taken away by the Yellow Jackets. Riley into the corner to Miller. She fires up a three, left it too strong. Rebound to Maisie King. Rawlings dribbles it into the front court, off left side, over to Radabaugh for three from the left corner. It is collected by Wokley. Wokley hits Irwin on the run out. Up off glass with the left hand, and Emily Irwin gets the layup to go. She'll credit Carolyn Wokley. And Wokley now trying to pump up her teammates and encourage them and the crowd to raise their level of support as Leah Riley fights around a screen from Maisie King. And Riley looks like she's going to get hit with the foul. Oh, check that. Carolyn Wokley will pick up the foul. Philpott, Wokley check out. Valent and Ressler return for the Yellow Jackets. Claire Radabaugh will inbound along the sideline. Gets it into the corner to Majors. Back to Radabaugh. Now to Rawlings on the left side of the floor. She'll dribble off left wing. Working against Irwin. Into the corner. She'll pass out to Majors. Majors to Radabaugh. She'll reverse it to Irby on the right wing. Into the corner to King. King checked by Valent. It gets reversed out to Majors. The southpaw launches a three. Barely jumps off the ground and somehow gets it to go. That cuts the Yellow Jacket lead down to 7. 37-30 with 1:34 to go. In the lane, Irwin goes up off glass. She's off the mark. And she was fouled in the act of shooting, so she will go to the line for 2 now. And that's Radabaugh's 3rd foul. Otterbein already over the limit. The Yellow Jackets in the double bonus. Irwin's first attempt left it short. She'll look to split the pair and push the Yellow Jacket lead back out to 8. Kara Philpott sent to the scorer's table. And Irwin rattles in the second free throw. Ava Wilkerson will hustle to the table as well. Valent and Irwin will be spelled for now. 91 seconds left in this first half. It's Majors inbounding the Rawlings. Rawlings into the front court, passes off left wing to Irby, out front to Radabaugh, now to Rawlings between the circles. She'll send a pass to King, right wing, just inside the three-point line, no good. Rebound to Miller for the Yellow Jackets. She'll push down the floor, give it to Riley. Riley all the way to the hoop, and she gets fouled by Maisie King on her way up for a layup. That's King's 3rd, so that's now 2 Cardinals with 3 fouls. And Nicole Terry will check in now for Otterbein. Leah Riley will go to the line to shoot 2. Leah Riley, 11 of 14 on the season coming into today's game, 78.6%. And she's off the mark with the first. Second attempt on the way, and it's off as well. Yellow Jackets with some rare struggles at the free throw line tonight. Majors with the basketball, over to Rawlings on the left wing, and she got that 3 absolutely crushed by Alyssa Miller. It's out of bounds off of Miller. It'll stay with the Cardinals. 19 seconds on the shot clock, 57.5 seconds left in the second quarter. Rawlings inbounds it to Terry. Terry out front. It gets reversed now to Majors. Majors on a drive, throws up a wild shot. It's out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. Rawlings with the basketball. Gets it into Irby. Irby to Radabaugh out front, back to Rawlings. 8 on the shot clock. Rawlings steps into a deep jumper and it rattles out. Rebound to Alyssa Miller. She'll push it the other way. Miller into the front court, hands off to Wrestler. Wrestler drives to the right of the lane, goes up off glass and hits the bank shot. Rawlings inbounds it. Or Rawlings catches the inbound, I should say, then gives it to Majors in the front court off to Irby. Otterbein can use just about all of it. There's a 2-second differential between the shot and game clocks. Terry with the basketball. Now it's Radabaugh on the drive and the shot, and an illegal screen is called on Otterbein. That's a turnover for the Cardinals. Radabaugh now picks up her 3rd. That's 3 Otterbein players with 3 fouls each. Wolkley, Riley, and Irwin check back in for the Yellow Jackets to relieve Wilkerson, Miller, and Philpott. The Yellow Jackets can use it all. 9 on the game clock, left in the half. Irwin gets a screen from Valent. Gives it to Valent in the high post. She'll kick it to Wolkley into the corner to Wrestler. Fires up a 3, and it's off the mark. The Yellow Jackets will settle for a 10-point halftime lead as they lead it 40-30 after 2 quarters of play here from Ursprung Gymnasium. Before we take a halftime break, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, University Hospitals, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are listening and enjoying Yellow Jacket Women's Basketball on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Once again, at the break, Yellow Jackets 40, Otterbein Cardinals 30. We're going to step aside for a halftime break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the first half statistics right here on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Matt Florjancic along for the call of tonight's Women's Ohio Athletic Conference basketball game between the Otterbein Cardinals and the host Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. At the half, BW with a 40-30 advantage over the Cardinals. Leading the way for BW with 12 points, it's Kaylee Ressler. Ressler has knocked down 5 of her 7 attempts from the field, including 2 of her 4 looks from three-point range. She's added 4 assists, or rather 4 rebounds and 2 assists, I should say, in just over 12 and a half minutes of action. Emily Irwin has 8 points to go along with 3 assists. Bella Valen has scored 6 points and has 5 rebounds. With 5 points, it's Carolyn Wokley on 2 of 3 shooting. And Kira Philpott has 4 points and a team-high 6 rebounds. Also getting into the scoring column in the first half, Leah Riley with 2, Alec Johnson with 2, and Maddie Ebert with 1. Leading the way for Otterbein with 6 points each. It's Maisie King and Nicole Terry. King with a team-high 4 rebounds in that first half, and 5 points each for Kyla Irby and Olivia Majors, 4 for Anna Waskiewicz, and 2 each for Katie McCrary and Claire Radabaugh. Otterbein shot 7 of 19 in the first quarter and 6 of 18 in the second. Total of 13 of 37 from the field, 35.1%. They were 2 of 6. The Cardinals were 2 of 6 from three-point range, 33.3%. And they were 2 of 3 at the free throw line, 66.7%. BW shot 9 of 15 in the first quarter, 60%. They were just 5 of 18 in the second quarter, 27.8%. Good for a first half total of 14 of 33 for 42.4% from the field. They were 4 of 14 from three-point range, 28.6%, and 8 of 12 from the free throw line, 66.7%. Otterbein leads in points off turnovers 4-3, but BW controls points in the paint 20-18. Second chance opportunities 3-0. Fast break 8-2. At bench scoring is even at 14. Otterbein has yet to lead in the game. Their largest run was a 6-point run at the 9:20 mark of the second quarter. BW has led by as many as 11. Their largest run came on an 8-point burst midway through the first quarter. There's been 0 lead changes and only 1 tie. BW played with the lead for 18 minutes and 10 seconds of that first half. On the floor to start for the second half, it's the starting 5 for the Yellow Jackets: Irwin, Miller, Ressler, Valent, and Badalak. And Otterbein will start the second half with the basketball once they break the huddle. And it will be Nagel, Rawlings, Majors, McCrary, and Irby on the floor. So 1 non-starter, and that's Katie McCrary. Rawlings catches the inbound pass. She gives it to Katie McCrary. McCrary dribbles to the left of the lane, now dribbles to the right of the lane. Dribbles along the baseline, outlets it to Nagel. Nagel in the lane, spins to her right, throws it up off glass, no good. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Emily Irwin near half court. After about 7 of the 10 girls on the floor touch it. Valent gets her first shot blocked, gets her own rebound back, misses a second. Wrestler there for the rebound. Kick it out to Irwin. She'll fire up a 3, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. Emily Irwin buries her second triple of the night. She's now 2 of 6 from long range. Rawlings with the basketball on the left wing. Gives it out top to Majors. Majors to McCrary on the right wing. McCrary inside with a pass to Nagel. Now to Irby. Back left side to Rawlings. Over to McCrary. McCrary on the dribble drive. Dishes it at the last second and throws it into the Otterbein bench, where it was redirected by someone on the Otterbein bench. And now the Yellow Jackets will inbound it. It's Wrestler to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Out top now. Kicks it to Valen at the free throw line. Valen puts it on the deck, drives to the hoop, kisses it up off the window, and it's good. The Yellow Jackets up by 15, their largest lead of the game, 45-30 with 8.5 to go in the third quarter. Rawlings working against Irwin and draws the foul against Emily Irwin, and this was a big sticking point for Otterbein's coaches and their fans is the foul discrepancy, 13-4. Otterbein called for 3 times as many fouls as the Yellow Jackets in the first half. Rawlings dribbles off right wing, sends it to Majors. Now out top to Irby. Irby into the post to Nagel. Now Nagel with the basketball. Turnaround jumper up off the window and good. Off balance shot, one-handed, no guard, and still hit the shot. Badalek on the drive, gets it poked away, and Katie McCrary comes up with the loose ball. Starts her dribble as she was seated on the deck, drives all the way to the free throw line, misses the jumper. Wrestler there for the board. She'll spin out of traffic, dribble into the front court, dribbled off right wing. Wrestler out front to Miller. Miller back to Wrestler. Wrestler on a dribble drive. Kicks it out to Emily Irwin. Emily Irwin out top. Now to Miller on the right wing. 10 on the shot clock. It's Valen out top. Valen works to the left of the lane. Scoop shot up in the lane. No good. It's rebounded by Rawlings. Rawlings to McCrary on the right side of the floor. Now to Majors. Thought about a 3. Tries to drive. Kicks it out to Rawlings for 3. Off the side of the rim. Rebound to Casey Badalek. Badalek into the front court. Hands off to Wrestler. Wrestler sends a pass right side to Miller. Now into Badalek. Badalek gets tripped on her way to the hoop. And we'll see if it's on the floor or if it's a 2-shot foul. Goes against number 20, Kyla Irby. That's her first. That's the first on the Cardinals in the quarter. It was on the floor. So the Yellow Jackets will inbound. Miller, Badalek, and Valen take seats. Wilkerson, Ebert, and Philpott back in for the Yellow Jackets. Philpott catches the inbound pass, gives it to Ebert, going to the hoop. Ebert gets it poked away, and we'll see what the call is if possessions go in the way of the Cardinals. It will. It's a turnover on Ebert. Rawlings takes the inbound pass from McCrary. Dribbles it across the timeline. Dribbles it to right wing out front to Majors. Majors on the drive. Kicks it to Irby. Irby goes to the hoop. Count it. She'll get one more coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. That was Ebert's first foul of the game. That's the second on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Irby completes the three-point play and cuts the deficit to 10. The Yellow Jackets lead at 45-35. Emily Irwin on the drive. Gets to the opposite baseline, kicks it out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson dribbles to the free throw line, looking backdoor to Wrestler. Wrestler up off glass, no good. Philpott there for the board. She'll kick it out to Irwin. Irwin fires up a 3 from the left wing, and she knocks it down for Baldwin Wallace. Emily Irwin buries the triple and gives the Yellow Jackets a 13-point edge. Irby with the basketball on the left wing. She's trying to drive against Ebert, and nobody was in control on that one, but Ebert's going to get hit with the foul. And Coach Sherry Hare would like an opportunity to talk with the official who made that call. I don't know that she's going to get that opportunity, though. Ebert will check out. Leah Riley will come back in. Claire Radabaugh has returned for Otterbein. And Irby goes to the line to shoot 2. And the first one rims out. Irby, an 80% free throw shooter, completed a 3-point play. Otterbein's last trip down the floor. Now she's looking to split the pair, and she will. Wrestler inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin jogs it into the front court. Gets a screen out top, drives to the left of the lane, and That looked like a clean block, and Otterbein's going to get hit with a foul. And Coach Diana Knowles not happy with that call. Throws her hands into the air and then puts them on the back of her head, saying, hey, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Emily Irwin will go to the line now, 4-2, and she's off the mark with the first. Emily Irwin, 3 of 5. It's a charity stripe now. The Yellow Jackets struggling a little bit at the line. Second attempt on the way, and it's good. Wokley will sub out Emily Irwin, and Alyssa Miller will spell Kaylee Ressler for the Yellow Jackets, who lead it by 13, 49-36 with 5:54 to go in the third quarter. Radaball with the basketball, pulls up from 16, left it short, rebound kicked over to Philpott. Philpott brings it into the front court, checks up on the breaks, gives it to Wokley. Now sends it to Leah Riley on the left wing. She'll raise up a three, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. Good court vision right there by Wokley to get the ball to the open teammate. Majors the other way with the basketball, sends it to Radaball on the right wing. It'll be Irby who fires up a three. She left it long. Rebound controlled by Alyssa Miller. Miller into the front court, over to Wokley on the left wing. Wokley gets a screen from Philpott. Wokley thought about a three, now gives it inside to Philpott. Philpott puts it on the deck. It's batted away, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Cardinals. Yellow Jackets will retain possession. Anna Waskowitz is back in for the Cardinals, as is Maisie King. Ava Wilkerson returns for the Yellow Jackets. She'll lob it into Leah Riley. Riley in the high post. Throws up a 12-footer and knocks it down for Baldwin Wallace. They're up by 18. The other way, it is a block on Carolyn Wokley. She tried to get underneath Claire Radaball on a drive, and Wokley committed the blocking foul. That's Wokley's second. That's the fourth on the Yellow Jackets. Otterbein could be shooting some free throws here. A lot of them in the third quarter if the Yellow Jackets continue on this pace. McCrary with the basketball, inbounds it to King. It gets reversed out front. Now back to McCrary on the right wing. Out front to King. Thought about a three. She'll pass it off left side. Irby will fire up a three. She left it short. Rebound to Leah Riley. Riley outlets it far sideline to Carolyn Wokley. Back to Leah Riley between the circles. Riley puts it on the floor and gives it off to Wokley. Wokley gets a screen from Philpott, gets around it on the right side, gets to the right of the lane, drives along the baseline. She stepped on the baseline. That's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Olivia Majors comes back for the Cardinals. And Bella Valent is in for the Yellow Jackets. McCrary dribbles to the right wing, throws it into King, but it's kicked away by the Yellow Jackets. Otterbein will retain possession. McCrary inbounds it. It gets reversed out top to Radaball, and it's taken away by the Yellow Jackets. Wokley picks up the steal on the deflection. Alyssa Miller pushes into the front court, into the corner to Wilkerson. Wilkerson on the drive, gets into the lane, looks for an outlet, throws it up off the rim, and no good. She gets her own rebound back, kicks it out. It's taken away by Majors. Majors on the run out. Kicks it into the corner to Radaball, out to Waskowitz. Now out front to Majors once again. Waskowitz with the basketball. It gets reversed out front to McCreary. Now to Majors on the left wing. Majors inside to Maisie King. King reverses her pivot foot, misses the shot, and it's rebounded by Leah Riley. Riley into the front court. Dishes it to Miller on the right wing. Back left side to Carolyn Wokley. Out front to Leah Riley. Riley dribbles to the free throw line, gives it to Valent. Valent sends it left side to Wokley, gives Wokley a screen. Now backdoor A pass to Valent. Valent goes up in traffic and draws the foul. Valent will go to the line to shoot 2. Ella Valent yet to shoot a free throw in this game on the season. She's a 64.9% free throw shooter. Emily Irwin in for the Yellow Jackets. Casey Badalak also in. Wokeley and Wilkerson will take seats for the Yellow Jackets. Valent line to our right. Ames fires, and it hits the front of the rim and rolls in. So enough spin on it to get it up and over. Valent's second attempt on the way, good as well. The Yellow Jackets up by 20, their largest lead of the night, 56-36, 2:55 and counting left in the third quarter. Majors with the basketball. Gets it back on the left wing, looking to get it inside to King. The Yellow Jackets shut that off. It's out to McCrary, now to Waskowitz. She'll dribble into the lane and throw it away. Emily Irwin batted away from McCrary, and I think Emily Irwin's going to get hit with a foul as she and McCrary had quite the collision. That's Irwin's third. That's the 5th on the Yellow Jackets. Otterbein will go to the line to shoot some free throws. Katie McCrary, a 74.5% free throw shooter. These are her first attempts of the game. Leah Riley checks out. Maddie Ebert checks back in. McCrary left it short. Been a tough night at the free throw line for both teams. At times, they've gone long stretches without consecutive makes. McCrary hits the second of the 2-shot foul. Miller checks out. Wilkerson checks in. Wilkerson takes the inbound pass from Ressler. Gets into the front court. Gives it to Ressler on the left wing. Ressler now to Valent. Valent threw it to Badalak. It'll be tracked down by Everett. She somehow saves it from a backcourt violation, and then Valent sends it into the Yellow Jacket bench. So all that work by Maddie Everett to keep possession went by the boards in 1.5 seconds after it got to Bella Valent. Tough break for the Yellow Jackets. They'll look to get a stop this time down the floor. It's McCrary dribbling off right wing to Waskowitz in the high post, now to King in the low. King throws up a left-handed shot. It's off the mark. Rebound to Bella Valent. There's the stop the Yellow Jackets were looking for after the turnover. Valent into the front court. Sends it to Wilkerson on the left side of the floor. Wilkerson dribbles off left wing. Gets it inside to Bella Valent. Valent squares up the hoop. Kicks it out to Everett. Everett on the dribble drive. Dives on the loose ball in the lane. Kicks it out to Badalak. Badalak with 8 on the shot clock. Off to Valent. Valent drives baseline. Gets in traffic, throws up a hook shot, left it short. Ressler misses the second attempt, and the rebound is to Waskowitz of the Cardinals. She'll outlet it across the court to McCrary on the left wing. McCrary over to Majors on the right side. Now to King on the wing. King from the right wing drives to the hoop, kisses it up off the window, and good with the left hand. Easy King will then check Ava Wilkerson going the other way, and it'll be a double team. That'll lead to a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Kira Philpott and Alyssa Miller come back for the Yellow Jackets. Badalak and Valent check out for BW. Majors takes the inbound pass from Waskowitz. Gets it into the front court, out top between the circles now. Send it over to King. She'll fire up a 3, off the mark. Rebound to Maddie Everett. Maddie Everett outlets it to Ava Wilkerson near sideline. Wilkerson off right side. Now dribbles back to the top. Dribbles to the right of the lane, gets into the lane. Out to Ressler. Ressler over to Everett. Gives Everett a screen. Now Everett picks up a dribble, looking for an outlet now. Gets it to Philpott. Philpott with 5 on the shot clock, gets it into Ressler. Ressler out to Miller, who fires up a 3. No good, but it didn't matter anyway as the Yellow Jackets drew a foul with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. It'll be Katie McCrary who picks up the foul. That's her third, that's the 4th on the Cardinals. Wokeley Riley and Irwin check in. Miller, Everett, and Wilkerson check out for the Yellow Jackets, and it'll be Emily Irwin who will inbound the ball. And Coach Diana Knowles in the ear, quite literally, of one of the officials, and she is demonstrating to that official what is and is not a foul, to no avail, as the ball will stay with the Yellow Jackets. Riley catches the inbound pass. Riley trying to burn some of the clock left in the third quarter. She gets into the lane, goes up with the right hand, left it too strong. Philpott there for the putback, and it goes with 1 second left on the shot clock. McCurry hustles down the floor. She fires up a three. It's blocked by Emily Irwin. A phrase we don't get to utter very often is the 5'4" Emily Irwin times it perfectly and blocks a last-second three-point try by the Cardinals to preserve a 19-point Yellow Jacket lead, 58-39. While we have this opportunity, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, University Hospitals, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are enjoying tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the quarter break, it'll be Wokley, Riley, Irwin, Miller, and Philpott on the floor. The Yellow Jackets with the basketball off the inbound pass, and it's Miller who scores the layup. The official blew the whistles, then put the ball down, started the count, and neither team knew who was supposed to inbound the basketball. Now the other way, it's McCurry on the dribble drive. Gets it, blocked by Alyssa Miller. Miller cleans up the loose ball. Irby, Nagel, King, and Rawlings also on the floor for Otterbein, and it's Miller going coast to coast after the block and gets the layup to go. Bizarre start to this fourth quarter, but the Yellow Jackets read the room correctly, got the ball inbounds, and got a layup, then got another possession off of a defensive stop. They get another stop as the shot's off the mark, and the rebound is corralled by Irwin. Out to Wokley, into the corner to Riley for three. Got it! Leah Riley buries another triple and gives the Yellow Jackets a 65-39 lead. The other way, it's Nagel with a good look at a layup off the pass from Irby, and she gets it to go. Irwin into the front court, sends a pass out front now to Miller. Miller back to Irwin on the right wing, out front to Riley. She'll reverse it left side to Wokley. Wokley gets it poked away by McCurry, but keeps possession, gives it off to Leah Riley. She'll send a pass right wing to Alyssa Miller. Miller out front to Riley, 5 on the shot clock. Riley steps into a jumper, banks it home, off balance, and knocks it down. What a shot by Leah Riley. Irby the other way on the right wing, sends it out to Rawlings. Rawlings steps into an 18-footer and rattles it home. Emily Irwin into the front court for the Yellow Jackets, crosses up Rawlings, gets into the lane, backs it out, pulls up from 10, left it too strong, rebound, kicked over to Riley, or Rawlings, I should say. Rawlings into the front court. Out front to King. Right wing with the pass to McCurry. She's looking for a cutter, finds Irby, and Irby draws the foul on the reach, and that's Leah Riley. Kayla Jones and Bella Valent return for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be Olivia Majors who comes back onto the floor for Otterbein to replace Katie McCrary. Rawlings will inbound the ball. Gets it to Majors on the right wing. Majors on the dribble drive, gets into the lane, goes up off glass, too strong with the left hand. Nagel gets the offensive rebound, can't get the putback to go, but she'll get 2 coming from the line. Ella Nagel came in 34 of 47 from the free throw line, good for 72.3%. These will be her first 2 attempts of the evening. Front end of the 2-shot foul, up and good. So get a high five from Maisie King, and then King will return to her spot to the right of the lane. Second attempt up, it's no good. Rebound to Bella Valent. She outlets it to Alyssa Miller, who dribbles off right wing, sends it to Leah Riley out front. Riley overran it, had to hustle back to the timeline to retrieve it. Riley working against Rawlings, has to give it up to Jones. Jones on a dribble drive, gets tied up in the lane, and King will come away with the basketball. King dribbles all the way to the free throw line, pulls up from 16, knocks it down for Otterbein. It's Wokley catching the inbound pass, giving it to Alyssa Miller. Miller back to Wokley. Wokley into the high post that goes to Valent. And Carolyn Wokley gets called. That's a good call by the official. She put 2 hands on a defender and shoved her to create some space. Push off foul. Goes against Wokley. That's the 3rd on the Yellow Jackets in this 4th quarter. Wilkerson comes back on for the Yellow Jackets. So does Kaylee Ressler. Miller and Wokley will check out. Rawlings dribbles it into the front court, passes out front to Serenity Castle, who's seeing her first action today. Castle hands off to Irby. Irby too strong on the shot. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Irby. She gets it blocked, and it's rebounded by Kayla Jones. I think Valent got a piece of that. Jones dribbles near half court, then gives it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson into the front court. Dribbles to the free throw line, gets in the lane. Spin move up off glass. It's good. She'll get 1 more coming from the line, and she was fouled in the act of shooting. Ava Wilkerson is never a shoot-first point guard, but on that play, she took it to the hoop, and she got it to go. Maddie Ebert will check in. Leah Riley will check out for the Yellow Jackets. Wilkerson's and 1 attempt is up, and it rattles out. King pulls down the rebound and gives it to Rawlings. Rawlings into the front court, out to Castle. Castle dribbles between the circles, gives it off right side to Majors. Majors dribbles to the wing, then enters it inside to King. Baseline jumper up, baseline jumper no good. Rebound to Valent. Valent loses a handle on it, hands it to Wrestler. Wrestler into the front court. Gives it to Jones out top, not a Valent. Valent thought about a 3, dribbles it inside the lane, and gives it to Jones. Jones gets the lane shut off now, gives it to Valent. Valent fires up a 3 from the top of the key, and it's good for Baldwin Wallace. 72-46, Jackets in front. Majors from the left wing, drives into the lane, up off the window, no good. Kayla Jones there for the board. She'll dribble it into the front court, lob it inside to Valent. Valent with the uncontested layup gets it to go. And a timeout on the floor by the Cardinals. It's a full timeout. While we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, University Hospital, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middlebury Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Rawlings, Nagel, Terry, Irby, and Majors on the floor for the Cardinals. And it's Terry with the missed shot, pulled down by Maddie Everett. She outlets it to Alyssa Miller. Badalek, Wilkerson, and Sadie Arndt on the floor. Arndt seeing her first action today. Wilkerson tried to go over top of two defenders with a pass and threw it away. Rawlings out front. It's deflected to Majors off of Terry, and Majors buries a triple from the top of the three-point arc. Everett on the left wing for the Yellow Jackets, out front to Miller. Miller into the lane, goes up off the window, no good. Rebound pulled down by Terry. She outlets it near side to Rawlings, off to the left wing. Now to Majors, thought about a three, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Terry. Terry over to Rawlings, it gets sent left wing to Irby. Irby out front to Majors, three-pointer on the way, off the side of the rim, rebound up, and no good on the putback attempt, but Ella Nagel earns herself 2 free throw attempts, and she was fouled in the act of shooting. Kayla Jones checks in. She'll relieve Alyssa Miller. First attempt is on the way, and it rattles out. Hit the front of the rim, hit off the back of the rim twice, and then rolled off the right side. Second attempt on the way, left it short. Rebound hustled after by Maddie Everett, who came in from nearly half court to get the ball. Wilkerson with the basketball, dribbles it into the front court, gives it to Badalek. Badalek into the corner to Jones. Jones jumping to catch that pass, fires up a three, left it short, rebound to Rawlings. Rawlings outlets it to Irby. Irby dribbles off left wing. Lobs it inside to Nagel. Nagel goes up off glass, no good. Everett there for the board, and while falling to the deck, gives it to Jones. Jones outlets it to Badalek. Badalek gets hit on her way up to the basket, and she'll get 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Number 23, Laura McCoy, checks in for her first action today. Badalek's first attempt is good. It rattles in. She is now 11 of 13 on the season, coming in 10 of 12, 83.3% from the free throw line. On the way, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net, and she'll be spelled by freshman guard Haley Baker, the 5'8" first-year player. It's a native of Shelby, Ohio. Laura McCoy is a 5'9" freshman guard from Newton Falls and Garrettsville Garfield High School. She's on the ball right now against Rawlings. Rawlings sends it to Majors, right side. Majors gives it off to Irby, now off front to Rawlings. Rawlings fires up the 17-footer, off back iron rebound. Hauled in by Baker. A jump ball is called for, and possession favors the Cardinals. Megan Jurasic and Taylor Bass come into the game. Jurasic is a 5'11" senior forward from New Knoxville, Ohio, and Taylor Bass is a 5'10" freshman guard from just down the road in Strongsville. Rawlings will inbound underneath her own hoop. Gets it to Terry, now to Irby. It's nearly stolen away by Bass. Majors with the basketball, drives to the hoop, goes up off the window, no good. Rebound will be pulled down by Nagel. She'll get the putback up off the window and in. Inbound pass goes from Jones to McCoy. McCoy crosses over Rawlings, gets into the front court, sends it to Baker on the left wing for 3. Got it! Haley Baker buries a triple and puts the Yellow Jackets up by 28, 79, 51 with 2:50 and counting left in this fourth quarter. Rawlings dribbles off to the right wing. Out front it goes to Terry. Then to Irby on the left wing, inside to Nagel. Nagel spins to her right. Can't get it off the window. Rebound out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. It'll stay with the Cardinals. Waskowitz, McCrary, Radabaugh, and Castle check back in for the Cardinals to spell Irby, Majors, Rawlings, and Nagel, respectively. And now number 15, Riley Bennett, the 5'10 freshman guard out of Akron Archbishop Hoban High School, checks in for the Yellow Jackets to relieve Kayla Jones. Katie McCrary inbounds it to Terry. Gets sent out front to Castle. Castle fires up a deep triple, left it short. It sails out of bounds. And Terry tried to make a save, but it landed on the baseline, and that results in a turnover in Yellow Jacket basketball. McCoy brings it into the front court. Sends a pass to Taylor Bass on the left wing. Out front it goes to Baker. Baker stutter steps to her left, drives right, gets tied up by Katie McCrary. And the official on the near sideline said McCrary got caught reaching in. That is a very split-second call that the official had to make. And Bennett will track down a loose ball after it caroms off of her hand and saves it to McCoy. McCoy dribbles to the right wing, sends it out to Bennett. Bennett in the high post to Jurasic. Jurasic backing down Terry, kicks it out to McCoy. She'll fire up a triple off the side of the rim, and it's rebounded by Otterbein. And Haley Baker will commit a foul. Baker and Jurasic will check out. And seeing their first action today, it'll be number 12, Ali Badisher, the 5'11 freshman forward from Worcester, and number 13, Brooke Thompson, a 6'2 sophomore forward from Mainville, Little Miami High School. So the first attempt by McCrary was no good. Second attempt on the way, off the side of the rim, rebound goes to the floor. It's Thompson and Waskowitz who get tied up, and Thompson's going to get hit with a reach-in foul, so Waskowitz will go to the line to shoot two. Waskowitz, 8 of 9 at the free throw line this season, 88.9%. First of 2 on the way, good. Waskowitz's second attempt up and good as well. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Bennett will inbound the ball to McCoy. McCoy will run point, dribbles it into the front court. Crosses up a defender, looking back door to Bass. She misses the layup. And Brooke Thompson is there for the offensive board, but a foul is called on the floor. It looks like Waskowitz is going to get hit with the foul. That's the second on Waskowitz. That's the fourth on the Cardinals. McCoy inbounds it to Badisher. Badisher over to Bennett. Bennett out front with a pass to McCoy. It's stolen by Katie McCrary. McCrary swoops in for a left-handed layup and gets it to go. Bennett will inbound to McCoy. McCoy back to Bennett. Bennett dribbles off left wing. Gets around a defender. Gives it to McCoy. McCoy into the post to Badisher. Badisher backing down Terry. Goes up off the window with the left hand. No good. Rebound to Nicole Terry. Terry outlets it to Castle. Castle into the front court. Hands off to Waskowitz. Waskowitz on the drive. Goes up and misses a shot, but draws a foul on Riley Bennett. Waskowitz, 10 of 11 at the free throw line, counting the 2 she's made already in this fourth quarter. First attempt on the way, it's good. Second attempt on the way, good as well for the Cardinals. That'll trim the deficit to 22. Yellow Jackets in front, 79-57. Under a minute to go in the fourth quarter. It's Bennett handing off to McCoy. McCoy sends a pass to Taylor Bass on the right side of the floor. Bass drives to the middle of the court, kicks it out to Badisher. Badisher dribbles to her left, and a foul is called on the floor, and it's going to be against Castle. That'll send Badisher to the line to shoot 2. Badisher, 1 of 1 on the season from the free throw line. First attempt on the way, and it will hit off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and go in. Second attempt on the way, and good as well for the Yellow Jackets. Castle inbounds it to McCrary. McCrary into the front court, drives all the way to the hoop, goes up off glass, it's good. McCoy will inbound it to Bennett. Bennett gives it right back to McCoy. Shot clock is off. The Yellow Jackets can use it all. McCoy checked by McCrary, and Bennett catches a deflection, gives it to McCoy, and it's batted away by Terry. Over to McCrary. McCrary in the lane, and she's called for an offensive foul. She lowered her shoulder. I think that was more out of trying to keep her balanced than it was trying to create contact, to be honest. It looked like her pivot foot was starting to slide on her. And now McCrary smacks the ball out of bounds in frustration out of Laura McCoy's hand. Otterbein throwing a 3/4 court defense in. It gets into Taylor Bass, and Bass can dribble out the clock, and she will do just that as the Yellow Jackets will claim an 81-59 victory over the Otterbein Cardinals. With the win, the Yellow Jackets improved to 17-4 on the season. They are 8-0 on the home deck here at Ursprung Gymnasium. They are now 13-1 in Ohio Athletic Conference play and maintain sole possession of first place in the OAC with the victory. They are now 7-0 at home in Ohio Athletic Conference games. Otterbein falls to 8-13. 6-8 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, and 3-6 away from home. Taking a look at the final numbers for you. As a team, the Yellow Jackets shot 28 of 61, 45.9% from the field, 10 of 22 from three-point range, 45.5%, and 15 of 21 at the free throw line, 71.4%. Otterbein shot 23 of 71 from the field, 32.4%. 3 of 14 from three-point range, 21.4%, and 10 of 18 from the free throw line, 55.6%. The Yellow Jackets committed 16 turnovers as opposed to just 6 for the Cardinals. Points off turnovers favored Otterbein, 14 of 5. Total rebounds, the Yellow Jackets dominated 53-34, including a 15-14 edge in offensive rebounds and a 38-20 edge in defensive rebounds. The Yellow Jackets had 19 assists on their 28 made baskets. Otterbein just 9 assists on their 23 makes. Blocks favored the Yellow Jackets 6-4. Steals favored Otterbein 7-2. Fouls 23 for Otterbein, 16 for the Yellow Jackets. Bench points, BW outscored Otterbein 33-23. Second chance points 11-5 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Points in the paint nearly even. BW with a 34-32 edge, and then fast break points also nearly even. 12-10 in favor of the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Taking a look at some individual numbers. First for the Yellow Jackets, leading the way with 15 points each. It was Bella Valent and Emily Irwin, and 12 each for Kaylee Ressler and Leah Riley off the bench. 6 points went to Kira Philpott. Carolyn Wokley scored 5. Alyssa Miller had 4. Haley Baker had 3. Eiley Badisher had 2, as did Alec Johnson, Ava Wilkerson, and Casey Badalek, and then with 1, Maddie Everett. The leading rebounder on the evening for the Yellow Jackets, it was actually tied with Kara Philpott and Bella Valent, who each had 9 boards. And the leading playmaker for the Yellow Jackets was Carolyn Wokley with 4 assists. Just 2 steals for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Carolyn Wokley and Leah Riley had the 2 steals. The 6 blocks, 4 of them were from Alyssa Miller, 1 from Emily Irwin, and then 1 from Kayla Jones. Leading the way for Otterbein tonight with 10 points, it was Maisie King. Kyla Irby had 9. Olivia Majors finished with 8. Katie McCrary had 7. Nicole Terry added 6. Anna Waskowitz had 8. And with 2 each, Abby Rawlings and Claire Radaball. The leading rebounder for the Cardinals with 6 caroms tonight was Abby Rawlings, who also handed out 3 assists on the evening to lead the team. Once again, Baldwin Wallace improves to 17-4 on the season and 8-0 in home games. They are now 13-1 in Ohio Athletic Conference play and in sole possession of first place atop the OAC. BW will next be in action on Wednesday night when they make the 3-hour trek to Ada, Ohio, to play the Ohio Northern University Polar Bears in the ONU Sports Center. Tip-off for that is scheduled for 7 p.m. The Yellow Jackets will next be home on Saturday, February 10th for a 2 p.m. tip-off against the Wilmington College Quakers. For everyone here at Baldwin Wallace, I'm Matt Florjancic saying have a great evening, everyone, and go Jackets. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.